Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Calvin and Susie, I'd like to welcome you all here today to their home, to the naming ceremony of Calvin and Susie's long-awaited son, Riley. My name is Julie Arif, and it is my pleasure to conduct this naming ceremony. Calvin and Susie have asked me to say that you may take as many photos of the ceremony as you wish, and please share them on the Facebook album on Susie's page, Riley's Naming Day. A naming ceremony's purpose is to officially give a baby their name and to make the name known to his friends and family. A naming ceremony has the added purpose of presenting a baby to his community and to celebrate the arrival of a new person in that community. We all share in the joy of Riley's arrival, just as we all share the responsibility of shaping him as a person. Riley needs everybody's good and caring influence as we offer him our love, our knowledge and our wisdom. The more people with whom he relates, the more balanced and rich his growth will be. So, your presence at the celebration today is appreciated, as will be your interest and involvement in the years ahead. Friends and family, we come together today to celebrate a new life. The life of a beautiful baby boy, Riley. Thank you for being here. Today we mark a milestone not only for Riley, but for his mum and dad, for his family and for everyone whose lives he has touched in the 6 months he has been in this world. As close family and friends, we all know the journey that Calvin and Susie have been through the IVF, and helped and supported them along the way to get to this wonderful point of officially naming this precious baby. We are all deeply touched by the birth of a baby. That a child is born into the world in innocence and pure love is indeed a miracle. A tiny human who is so dependent on us all for his nurturing, his nourishment and his learning. Now it is time to formally welcome Riley with love as we bestow his name. Riley was born at 4 a.m. on Thursday the 10th of September 2018 at Port Hedland Health Campus. Dad supported Mum through the birth and was the first to put on a nappy and dress him after he'd fed for nearly 2 hours. A name is very important. It distinguishes us from others and gives us a sense of belonging in our family and community. Dad and Mum are not good at making decisions, as we all know, but they had already decided on the name Riley before they were married 8 years ago, and they both liked the name. Riley is a name with a couple of meanings. Courageous and valiant are just two that popped up quickly on a Google search. These meanings are already being fulfilled in Calvin and Susie's pregnancy journey, where Susie had a few stays in hospital to ensure that Riley was as healthy as he could be on arrival. Riley is also a popular family name, with Susie's grandfather having the Irish version of the name, spelt Reilly. Jacob, after Calvin's grandfather. As soon as he was born and opened his big blue eyes and had that shock of red hair, Calvin knew that he had to have the name Jacob included in his name. Sterling means high quality and pure. Riley is an IVF baby and of the highest quality to both Susie and Calvin. Riley, your name has been chosen with love and with the strength of heritage. We therefore name you Riley Jacob Sterling Brown. We wish you long life and happiness in a loving and peaceful world. May you bring joy to your parents, your family and friends. Riley's Uncle Sam will now read a poem, Why God Made Little Boys, by author unknown. Thank you, Sam. In human history, there is no deeper connection than that of a baby and his parents. As new parents, Mum and Dad's lives have changed forever. Before, they were a couple in love, committed to each other in marriage. Now they have become a true family with that commitment extending to Riley. This is a close and loving family unit. Families are important. The role of parenthood is held in high regard. To be responsible for a new life strengthens that bond as Dad and Mum share and bring a strong purpose to their lives. Susie has a poem to share with you, A Mother's Wish by Anonymous. Thank you, Susie. So, Mum and Dad, Kelvin and Susie, in front of your family and friends, do you both promise that you will continue to treasure the time you spend together and to support each other in the changes in your lives? Kelvin and Susie, this soul is so dear to you both. He has come into your lives and changed them forever. Now your role as parents has been embraced with responsibility, love and care. I ask that you make your own personal declaration of commitment and unconditional love to Riley. Dad, do you promise to protect and provide for Riley so that he may grow up to be happy and safe? Mum, do you promise to encourage his curiosity, courage and enthusiasm so that he can face life's challenges with resilience and optimism? Mum and Dad, please repeat after me. We promise to cherish and nurture Riley throughout his life. We promise to guide Riley and to respect and support the choices he makes. We promise to do our best to raise Riley, to take his place in the community as a kind and caring person. Dad also has a poem he'd like to share, adapted from You Are a Princess of My Heart by Mike Quinn. You are a prince of my heart. Thank you, Kelvin. Kelvin and Susie have asked 6 family and friends to be the guardians of Riley. Can they please join me at the front? Guardians are named individuals chosen by the parents to take an interest in the child's upbringing and personal development. Riley's Auntie Melanie will now share a poem. Wishing you many smiles and happiness to come by Anonymous. Thank you, Melanie. So guardians, I formally ask you all, will you stay close to Riley to the best of your ability? Will you help guide him through life so that he may know the best way to know? Will you try to be a good influence by your own way of living, encouraging him to observe worthy principles and decent treatment of his fellow human beings in his world? Thank you, guardians. Uncle Tom will now read a poem, Children Learn What They Live by Dorothy Law Nolte. Thank you, Tom. We now ask his guardians, grandparents, aunts and uncles to join us to create 2 unique vases. Each member of the family or guardian will have a container of coloured sand that will be poured into a vase to symbolise them joining together to love, support, reassure and guide Riley as he grows and develops. At the end of the ceremony, you'll have the occasion of creating your own sand creation to remember this occasion. Mum and Dad are aware that raising a child holds big responsibilities. It is important that they are able to ask for support on occasions and for Riley to be able to gain counsel from family and friends, people he can trust to go to as he grows. As they say, it takes a village to raise a child. With this in mind, Kelvin and Susie have chosen to invite all of you here today as their friends and family to make an affirmation that you will help guide and nurture Riley from helpless babyhood to independent adulthood? Will you help to offer Riley a broad and balanced view of life? Will you encourage him in the virtues we all agree as good: integrity, honesty, concern, fairness, and love towards his fellow human beings? Will you be a shoulder for Mum and Dad to lean on when they need it? Will you accept Riley into your community and welcome him into your heart? Thank you, guardians and family. As we draw the ceremony to a close, I say to you, Riley, may life's richest joys and blessings be yours. May you grow in health of body and mind to full adulthood, and may it be your good fortune to play some worthy part in making life more pleasant for those whose paths you cross. I'd now like to present Susie and Kelvin with a commemorative certificate to acknowledge Riley's naming day. On behalf of Mum and Dad, I'd like to thank you for your attendance, affirmation and support in the past, present and future. Thank you.